year is 1941. We're in North Africa. Indiana Jones continues to find ancient religious artifacts. This time he's on the hunt for the Casket of the Revenant, an ancient mystical relic.
Sounds familiar.
Capable of giving the bearer immortality.
Ooh. And of course, the Germans, as always, have followed Indiana Jones the secret artifact and have secured it and secured him in this ruined monastery.
Yeah. He's been betrayed by his loyal native guides.
His disloyal native guides, including this lad with a even the monkey turned on me. I couldn't believe it.
Monkey.
But unrelated, the British Army happened to be taking this area of North Africa.
Yeah.
They were attacking a German fort.
German fort just up the road under attack from the 8th Army. So that gives Indiana Jones just the distraction he needs to get the drop on the guards and start chasing after the relic before it can be taken away.
Hello everyone and welcome to Indiana Jones and the Dance with Death.
So yeah, we're playing another game of Bolt Action. This time we've got Indiana Jones in it, and so I'm stealing a couple of special rules from Conflict 47, a wackier version of Bolt Action.
Also, we're using Ben and Dan's small miniatures from Flames of War.
That's true.
Which are 10, 15 millimeters.
Yeah. A little bit smaller, but just as fun. Indiana Jones and the Dance with Death. So over here we've got Indiana Jones himself with his local guides. He's just raided a local monastery and found the Casket of the Revenant, a fabled golden artifact that looks a lot like the Ark of the Covenant, but is legally distinct.
Distinct and different, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
And once again, the German general has tracked him there and with his goon squad has decided to relieve him. And he's like, thanks again, Dr. Jones, for
Once
finding...
again, Dr. Jones, you have located for us this fabulous artifact. It belongs to a museum.
You're basically working for us at this point, Dr. Jones.
And in typical style, his local guides have been bribed and have turned on him as well.
Fucking can't get local guides these days.
So just as the German general swaggers off and leaves Dr. Jones to his fate, Indiana Jones is saying, why'd you betray me? I thought we were friends, guy with monkey.
Guy with monkey. Yeah. What's that?
They're having their argument and they're heart to heart. Just then, boom! The British are attacking.
Hell yeah.
Music, cue music.
The British 8th Army have arrived and are attacking a German desert fort.
This is only some of them.
Yep, there's more arriving.
8th Army than that. So there are more coming.
Yes, these 7 lads.
Yeah. No, there are 8 of them. That's why they're called the 8th Army.
Right. So on the German side, I have a lovely fort defended by garrison troops who are inexperienced. They can't leave, but that's where I'm trying to get the Ark to, right?
Indiana Jones is going to try and catch up with them and stop them from taking the casket to the fort.
So when I get the Ark, do I just have to hug it and that's it? Victory?
Well, you can. If you're left holding it at the end of the game, you'll win.
Okay.
If you can drive it off in a British truck,
Job
you can
done.
win.
Yeah.
If you can load it into this plane and fly away,
baby. Oh,
you
that's
could win.
The one. That's the one.
You need to repair it. One of the propellers.
No, it's fine. Don't look at the propellers.
They put the 3rd one on. You don't need the 3rd one. That's a spare.
This is an advanced
Right, it'll fly
plane.
with only 2.
You only need 2.
I see.
Yeah, like a tripod.
By the way, if anyone knows, if you did lose one of the propellers, would the plane still go?
I feel like
I reckon it would.
I reckon it'd lose like half its power.
I reckon it would lose some power, but I reckon it would still go.
You reckon?
Yeah,
But
because it's
whether
still
is half of its power enough to get it airborne, though?
Yes.
That's the
gosh,
question.
yes. Absolutely. 100%.
I suppose if you're on a slope.
Yeah, that would help.
Yeah, I'll get the monkey to push.
So, as always with Bolt Action, I'm going to draw dice out of a bag, and that's going to determine whether the Germans or the British get to go. For the sake of simplicity, Indiana Jones is counted as a British unit,
Hell yeah.
and you can activate him by spending a dice. Right, let's get this started with the Germans.
So I've got 3 of these lovely little German trucks.
Opel Blitz.
Opel Blitz. One of them I picked beforehand has the Ark in it. Pyrion didn't know.
You don't know which truck the Ark is in.
Oh God, Ben.
You're going to have to check them all.
They were like, cover his eyes. No looking, Dr. Jones. Which truck's got the goodies?
I believe you call it the shell game, Dr.
Yes,
Jones.
it's 3-cut Monty, as you call it, yeah.
So I had my little convoy of trucks coming down the road. They were protected by a tank. A nice little, dinky little medium tank just protecting them. You know, no one's going to attack a German convoy on the street. You know, they were just not expecting any kind of threat. I also had 3 half-tracks. 2 were full of German squads, and 1 had an anti-tank gun and my officer. That was in the centre, but I put one of the half tracks on the side because there's an escape plane. Right. I noticed that there was a German plane over on the right-hand side that looked suspiciously escapeable in. And so my initial plan was to push hard into the center of the map, secure the crossroads with the left-hand squad, and secure the plane with the right-hand squad. That was it. That was my action. I got in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your officer and anti-tank teams are in the middle, ready to respond.
Yeah.
With the British 8th Army, of course, we had, I wanted to get the howitzer was already up on the hill.
Technically not a howitzer, but a 25-pound
25-pound
light artillery piece.
There you go, 25-pound light artillery piece, not a
God, Pyrion! Do you not pay any attention?
I just feel like we're going to get comments, all right, if I don't specifically name every unit in World War II.
Well done, well done.
Okay, no, it's good to be accurate, Ben.
Yeah. We got our artillery observers up here as well with a full view of the battlefield.
Okay, perfect.
Is he in cover there, do you think, behind some rubble?
Yeah, you can have a little bit of light
cover.
cover. Yeah, sure.
I say, Jenkins, I think I spot an enemy tank. Now, shall we drop some artillery on it? I think it sounds like a jolly good idea.
Tally-ho.
Yes, I'll give them a ring. I say, this is Jenkins, the artillery spotter. I've spotted some bloody jerrys up here by our road. Do you think you can drop a big fat shell on them? Oh, certainly, sir. We'll get right on that. Thank you so much. And that's blown them to pieces, sir. It's been very effective. Yes, it has, hasn't it? Look at that chap. He's screaming and holding his face. Shall we have a cup of tea? Yeah, I think we shall. Then I brought in my two squads, simply, essentially countering wherever Lewis had put his lads. Got a bunch of lads helping to secure the airfield, some lads in the middle here that were going to push into the centre of town if they could, and of course my little Crusader tank, which was going to park up and just watch the crossroads and shoot trucks. And that's pretty much what it did.
Perfect.
It's our plane.
Yeah, but we've got it now.
Well, not for long.
Come and get it.
Well, that's what we're
You
going to
try
do.
and come and get it. Well, you're going to get it with the trucks.
No. Get with these dudes.
What are they going to do with it when they get it?
Stop you from having it. It's not that we want
You don't
it.
know we want it.
You're right, you got it!
Yeah, but we're not going to get 8 lads in there, are we? Just
don't
leave
know.
the plane. Don't touch the plane.
Our plane.
It's not
running
now,
all
mate.
over
If
it.
it's your plane, why aren't you next to it?
We might need that. It's expensive.
It's not. It's missing a fucking propeller. Oh, Indy. He's going to have to fight his way out of this one. I guess I've got to engage these goons in melee combat.
Okay, so Indy rolls 6 dice. Indy is effectively a 5-man veteran unit.
Here we go. Punching goons.
Looking
I've
for
rolled-
4s or more.
Well, I've rolled 4 of those.
You've killed 4 goons.
Well, that includes the monkey. Got him.
Wham!
All right, well, Indy's going to go and get in a Cooper wagon and chase them.
Okay, perfect. You don't fancy the Schwimm... Oh, no, because the Cooper wagon's the one with the roof. I
Oh.
think the other one is the Schwimmwagen, which is like amphibious. It's got a little off-board motor and it can go in like a pond.
I'm thinking, yes, the Schwimmwagen, which is a little snorkeling propeller-based regular wagon, but this one can swim.
It's like an amphibious Jeep. It sounds made up. It's a real
real thing.
World War II Jeep that is also shaped like a bathtub with a propeller on the back, so it can drive through rivers.
Because there is a very small pond on this map, and I thought, you never know.
Well, I guess we could start
he can
going.
go 12 inches in his
God.
little
Straight
car.
into the middle of the pond.
We could get right in the drink with the Schwimmwagen. We'll cut him off at the pass. Cut him off in the Schwimmwagen.
Perfect.
So right flank, I was like, I'm going to secure this plane. And so I moved up to get cover on the building. I didn't want to be caught in the open. I didn't want to get pinned down. And I opened fire trying to pin your lads down.
Yeah. Did that work for you?
Okay, I reckon a handful of them can see. You've got a couple on this side that can see and a couple on this side that can see.
Who are you shooting at? You're shooting at my lads.
Lads.
Don't be a dick.
Open fire!
Cool, you killed a boy.
That's him dead.
Not really. I think we killed one guy. It wasn't very effective. And you immediately moved your
Got
team
in
up
that
to secure the building.
Take that, ruin. 14 dice, Jerry.
In on pause.
Blammo. 3.
3 dead.
We sort of wanted to hold that flank.
Yeah.
And I also thought if your trucks ever tried to get past us, we'd get a shot at them. You know?
Yeah.
Alright, that's your last chance saloon.
Yeah,
right there.
exactly.
So 3 of my lads died. It was a bit of a disaster. And before I really had a chance to do anything else of impact, your artillery spotter.
Is this like an AOE gun?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to shoot that building with all those Jerrys in it.
Oof.
Jeez.
So you're looking for a 4+?
Huh. That's a 2.
It's a miss.
Thank God.
Damn.
You're overshot.
Damn.
God. But now the coast was clear, my little convoy was able to pull up the road.
No howitzer to fear anymore.
There's my trucks, making progress.
Right. Bang, we're going to hit the lead truck.
I forgot about your tank! I just completely forgot.
One dice.
One dice.
A 5.
It's a 5. So it's strong enough to get a +1 to the modifier, which makes it a 6, which is enough to blow the truck to pieces.
Hell yes!
My truck! But
bang!
Do you think we would have put the ark in the front truck?
Yes.
You are a fool.
Oh, yes!
And they didn't have a second to wait before another artillery came.
Oh my god. It was like the
pounding in.
next action, I think. We dropped artillery right in the middle of the town. So we're going to call in some artillery right on that thing.
So, as always, first time, you need a 6.
Oh no, here we go.
Oh! Right there, baby.
A 12-inch explosion!
That's the trucks!
It was absolutely devastating. It destroyed one half track. It actually destroyed the second truck as well.
Hit the truck.
You rolled a huge blast though.
Huge blast.
It was dropping, shells were dropping all over the place, and it actually knocked out both of the squads here, gave them a lot of suppression tokens.
Yeah.
And so nothing on my
It just
side
stalled your attack.
could move.
Yeah, absolutely. stalled it.
Everything was stuck. Could have gone worse.
Could have been worse.
I mean, you think we would have put the ark in the second truck? Hell, Flex,
Damn it!
we're not that stupid.
Of course not.
And as I desperately tried to roll some dice to pass a morale test, 10. No one, they're all stuck.
They are. Everyone's really shell-shocked from that massive artillery barrage.
My tank got under fire from that little building.
From the
at
little
back.
boy's anti-tank rifle, I was like, what are the chances?
The
Ben? Ben
little
was like,
boy's anti-tank rifle.
a little boy's anti-tank rifle, yeah.
Oh, is that the name of the
boy's anti-tank rifle.
Yeah.
So
it is terrible. It's basically just a very high caliber rifle.
just a big gun. Certainly, one would need to roll a 6.
multiple 6s.
And then perhaps another 6. Target that tank. Are you sure, sir? Well, that is an anti-tank rifle, isn't it? Well, a 6.
It is a hit. So now you've got to roll to penetrate.
Okay.
So you're going to roll a dice. You're going to add 1 for hitting it in the side.
That's a 6.
For fuck's sake. It has been immobilized.
Oh! Get tracked.
The tracks have been busted.
Good shot, Jones.
The one thing I needed it to do.
Oh my god, you're so lucky.
I had one truck left. One of them was a smoking crater, one of them was on fire and had fallen over. I immediately got my truck and I secured it behind the officer's building, which I thought was a very safe place.
Genius.
Okay.
Watch out for the minefield.
Oh no! Oh no! Is that whole thing mines?
It's sort of from here to the edge of the board.
So it has to come around this way or risk going over a minefield.
So it's a great move. It's off the road, like it's behind a building.
The tank can't
Very
see
safe.
it. The howitzer can't see it. Yeah, it was a good move.
But
But we could zoom over there in the Schwimmwagen and jump in that truck.
It's a risky maneuver.
It's maybe too risky, but I've got to get Indy in that truck. We got to get him in the. Fuck it. Can we do that? It's Indiana Jones.
It's Indiana Jones. Technically, you're not allowed to get out of a vehicle and charge into melee in the same turn.
Right.
Normally, you'd have to get out and you could shoot. But it's Indiana Jones, so if he can roll a 6, then he could definitely do that.
Okay, Ben. If you put the pressure on me, I will roll a 6. Right, let's fucking dance. So let's go. It's Indy versus.
is that my swim target? I thought I said let's the monastery.
The officer who tried to respond was like, "Oh, Dr. Jones, Chanel, Chanel." They were firing their Lugers and their SMGs.
Yep.
He's
missed it all.
Missed it all.
It was a complete whiff, and as a result, Indiana Jones just knocks them both on their ass. My assistant! And me! And he's looking down out of the building at the only remaining truck that he knew had the Schwimmwagen, and I knew Indiana Jones got a second go, so I had to get the Germans in to block him. You want to fight through us to get to the Ark?
A wall of Germans.
Shit.
While this is happening, all of my anti-tank guns bear arms on your tank.
Yeah, I'd rolled it up to try and support Indy, and I thought, well, it's an anti-tank rifle, much like ours. It's not going to hurt my tank. And then your little 80 gun and a half track, it doesn't look impressive. But
3.
That is a hit. +4.
5.
that's a 9.
That's a 9. 9! It's on fire!
Shit!
I've never seen anti-tank rifles do so much in my life.
No, that was
both critical.
Yeah, and both of them, not just against like a jeep or something, but they both helped take out an actual tank. So on the other flank near the airplane building, we're trying to secure this plane. I'm thinking this might be Indy's best way out of here. And I know what Lewis is like. He's going to charge us.
Charge!
That's point blank range.
In you go!
It's just a straight fight.
It's just a straight fight, yep. So you've
What
got...
is it, 6 versus 8?
Yeah. He closes in and it was a brutal fight in the ring.
There was a brutal fist fight.
It was.
Yeah.
And when the dust had settled, everyone was dead apart from one German soldier. He's one lad left.
One
and we're all dead.
German survives and all the British die.
Yeah, we secured the building.
The building secured.
Just.
The most Pyrrhic of victories. So I wonder if Indy could jump off this building onto the roof of the truck as it's driving past.
Well, as always, if you can roll a 6, you can pull it off.
5.
No.
I'll use a
he's
point
failed.
of luck.
Now, of course, we haven't talked about Indiana Jones's luck power.
Indiana Jones is very lucky.
He's lucky. He's
He
Indiana
pulls off
Jones.
some ridiculous stuff. So I've selected a number of times he can use his luck. And every time Pyrion rolls a dice for him, he can choose to use up a luck point, turn that dice into a 6. And if you try to use it and you've run out of points, your luck runs out, and whatever's happening, you roll the worst thing instead.
Yeah.
So you had to be quite sparing with it. You didn't know how many times you could use it.
But he did get 2 actions a turn as well. So I felt like he really did feel like a superhero. He did some crazy shit.
Okay, his first point of luck has been used.
To turn that to a 6, there's 1 point of luck used.
Okay, but that's his whole go. It's
That's fine.
leaping on and like getting ready to...
Yeah, this is the one with the arc. We blew the other 2 up. We know it's in here. He's clinging onto the canvas on the roof and the soldiers are pointing. I think there's something up there.
Feels like such an Indiana Jones thing to do, right?
I've literally seen him do it multiple times. Like I thought he's going to jump on this truck.
Right, start of turn 4. It's all to play for. The truck's really just 2 moves away from the fort, and Indy's all on his own. If the Germans can catch him with his pants down,
He doesn't
might be
need
in
any
trouble.
help. He doesn't need any help.
I felt like the truck would be out of control. It was already driving as fast as possible towards the fort, and I wanted to keep it on my side of the fort.
What do you think?
The truck, driving the arc, being told, "Snow,
Right.
get through." He's driving fast, and he notices a crash on the roof, and he sees Indy leaning in through the window. He's out of control, straight into the minefield.
Oh my god! Oh my god, no! Through the minefield.
Oh my god, what? Because the road is too close to the British side, you want to keep it far away.
Basically,
risky play.
My only option. However, Indiana Jones had a reaction
Of course.
to this.
His reaction was, we are not driving through a minefield. He kicks off the first soldier, jumps into the cab, and he's wrestling with the driver.
Oh, that's right.
Manages
We were wrestling.
Yeah,
that's
so
right. So we actually had to.
So I forced you guys to do a dice off. You get 1 dice each. Whoever gets the highest gets to control the wheel this turn.
A 1! But with my point of luck,
Oh, you're spending one of your points
I will
of luck.
spend one of my points of luck.
Does his luck hold out though, Ben? Has he got enough?
I won't find out.
That's his second point. He doesn't know how many he's got.
I'll
But
change it to a 6.
he grabs
My
the
luck
wheel,
point.
right?
We are going this way.
So it's like a sort of a skid, handbrake skid, sort of that
Doesn't
way.
hit the minefield. Halt! He's going for the plane! I'm going to intercept him and crash.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Ramming the truck. He's trying everything.
I commanded them to maximum accelerate and ram the truck at the crossroads.
Yeah.
And Ben had to look at the rules.
It's outright destroyed. You just crash through it and immobilize it, you rip it just gets completely busted up, and you take no damage at all.
Oh my god.
And like popping a bag of crisps. Me, 3 Germans, and an arc went
Spilled
flying out
the bag.
onto the road.
And then we had to roll some dice to see if there were any injuries.
Yeah. A 3 and a 1.
Takes 2 wounds.
Yeah.
This
Alright.
is the first bit in the movie where Indiana Jones actually gets injured by something.
He took a couple of licks for sure, but
I think he lost his hat in that because
I
he was
think
pretty
might-
heavily injured.
He was. He
Yeah,
was.
he actually
But now we're standing in the middle of the road with British soldiers on one side, German soldiers on the other, and there's the ark right in front of us. Nice coat.
You're under arrest, Indiana Jones!
You have no idea how hot it is in the
Yeah,
desert.
Jesus. I have to talc my body up every morning to put this on.
However, the British army were not messing around.
No.
They
We
moved
charged up into
immediately.
that field. We're going to move up to this wall and shoot those dastardly Germans that are now standing in the open.
Spooky.
That sounds pretty brutal.
Pow, 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 pow.
5's to kill.
Hop. 1.
1 goon!
My goon!
I'm going to have to lift the ark myself now!
So, faced with Indiana Jones escaping with the Ark,
Yep.
my German officer, who'd been wondering what was in it for the whole
Knowing,
time.
of course, it had granted immortality was what you've been told, remember?
And
So
I
the
thought
legend says.
it was time to get immortality.
Let's get some immortality up in here, lads. That'll
He's
tip
just
the
survived a
balance.
car crash, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Feels like you might need some.
Yeah.
We must desperately open this Ark to gain immortality and defeat Indiana Jones! Quickly! Look inside! So I cracked open the lid, pushed it aside.
Indiana Jones closes his eyes, suspecting, of course, because he's read about this. You're just a stupid Nazi officer. Indy knows all about the Cask of the Revenant. He closes his eyes, he tells the British squad nearby, don't look at the Ark! And they all close their eyes.
An eerie blue-white light emanates from the casket. The German officer starts cackling with laughter.
I will feel the power coursing through me!
The power of the Revenant goes through him and all nearby soldiers who have not averted their gaze.
He's going to replace them with Space Marines or something like that.
And they rise again
Oh my
as
god!
zombies!
He's got zombie men!
Zombie Nazis are here!
My god!
They rise from the sand. The bloodied, shot Germans, they have been granted immortality.
Oh my god.
But not how
with
they
a
wanted
twist.
it.
Me and Pyrion had no idea,
We did not have an
about
inkling.
this.
So the German troops who are in the building ready to charge, they don't look away in time. They're immediately laser beamed to death and then reanimated. They drop their weapons and they start shambling towards the British, hungering for living flesh.
Yeah.
My remaining guy from the airplane, him and all of the dead soldiers around him, they all come back.
Yeah.
So there's suddenly 12 zombies here. 12 zombies
It's
here.
a lot of zombies.
And everyone's frightened.
We could probably... Can Indy grab the cask? So Indy's reaction upon seeing this, because luckily now he's opened his eyes, the zombie officer drops the lid back on the casket, because he's a zombie, he's not going to look in there, closes it up, Indy, bang, 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 kills the officer, grabs the casket and begins dragging it away from the approaching undead horde.
At half speed.
At half speed.
Yeah.
It was a rough spot. I was
Yeah.
worried. I was very worried.
Well, he's still got a few tricks up his sleeve.
Oh, it is Indiana Jones.
Brave!
Oh my god.
They're going to assault.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So the thing about zombies is they're not very good. They're quite easy to kill. They're bad at killing you. But in melee, they are completely fearless. They'll never retreat. Normally in bolt action, if you lose a round of combat, you flee and you're wiped out.
That's it.
Zombies will lose a round of combat. They'll keep fighting. They will grind you down.
Fanatic undead.
Multiple rounds of combat. You have to beat them
It
back.
was brutal.
3 zombies remain. We've got 1 British sergeant. All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
No.
Okay.
Oh
My God.
goodness.
Oh my god.
They held them barely.
What is this sergeant's name?
Sergeant Trauma.
So the zombies, they didn't get to react immediately, and your howitzer fired.
Yeah, we got a shot. It's not a howitzer, remember?
It's a 25-pound light
25
artillery
pounder light
piece.
artillery piece.
Sorry. Goodness. My bad.
Fires at one of the zombie hordes, thinking it's AoE damage. We'll blast some zombies. They're smushy. Takes a few of them out, but it's not stemming the tide. Could we run over the zombies with our truck?
Look up the vehicle collision rules.
For zombies.
You can, but it will probably ruin the truck in the process.
We got 2 trucks. We did have a spare truck, and I thought, zombies go smush. You've shown me the way of ramming things. So I drove my little truck straight into a pile of zombies and knocked a couple of them off.
That's right. So you actually made it to reduce the zombies to 8
Yeah, it was pretty
on
good.
that side, which was good. Brains. I feel like they would just 3 of them would go for the officer and 3 of them would go for Indiana Jones. You know, they'd
That
split
makes
off.
sense because they're going to charge the closest things, right?
Yeah. Your officer and his assistant. The assistant didn't make it.
He didn't make it. Officer made
The
it.
officer finished off the couple, and Indy had to use up a couple of luck points.
Yes, he did.
To fend off the zombies attacking him.
He did.
So it's 4 zombies. You got 4 dice. Get on 5s.
Indeed. 2 hits.
2 hits.
I mean, I think 4 wounds is seriously dangerous. So I'll spend 1 point of luck to turn that into a 6.
Okay. You do have 1 more point of luck.
Okay, so he's on 3 wounds. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Had to
can-
make some saves, didn't I, to avoid the damage. Otherwise, I think he would have been in big trouble, and we lucked it.
Yeah,
You had to luck it because he would have died to those zombies.
You
So
were very close.
Indy's on his last legs, just killed them all off.
But he's got the cask.
How much further can his luck take him?
Well, we'll see.
Last action at the end of the turn, You had a spare truck.
I guess we'll drive. How far can we go? 12? We can get pretty close to Indy. We'll go here and like ready to help him if we need.
Get in!
Yeah, just in case.
Okay.
Sergeant Trauma's left on his own, so just in case.
This was another example, though, of you doing something at the end of the turn which set you up to win immediately. So I needed another German dice. I was like, Ben, I'm going to lose this unless you give me a German dice.
Right then, start of turn 5, it's all to play for. The casket is in anyone's hands right now. The Germans
It's a
go
zombie
first.
dice.
So I was faced with a choice, okay? I could either shoot Indy, right, which meant he would potentially die, drop the arc, and then have his officer come in and maybe grab it. Maybe get out anyway. So I was like, okay, that doesn't work. I knew that the plane was a bit too far away from him, so he couldn't get there dragging the thing. However, the truck was close.
Right.
So I decided to do Old Faithful.
We're going to smash that truck with our like, half track.
Oh, another ramming maneuver.
Oh my god. Stop smashing my trucks!
German soldiers crushed a second truck,
smashed straight in
flattened
there.
another one.
Yeah.
He had to react.
He did.
So what happened?
How far can he get with the arc?
4 inches if no one's helping him.
So he could get almost all the way to the plane. So could I get my officer to help Indy?
Yeah, I think so. I think if you want to activate the officer now and move him over, they can become like a joined unit.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that sounds good. He's getting away from that zombie as well. So now they're dragging the arc, one at each end. Come on, help me!
And so suddenly I'm like, he is going to reach the plane. I need to shoot down the plane.
Yeah. He's gonna get.
Blow up the plane! Fire up the plane!
I'll shoot my half track. It's my best
Anti-tank gun.
Destroy the plane!
A 4.
It's a hit. You get +4 to your penetration roll.
It's a 1!
9! Maybe the canopy's gone. It's going to be a windy trip home.
Well, they just need to get out of here. They'll sort the rest of it out. All right, we're going to get in the blooming plane, load this thing into the boot, pop that in the boot, and now Indy and the officer are in the plane. Poor old Trauma's being left alone. That's the plan. And next
Just
time
abandoning poor old Sergeant Trauma.
he's a dead man. I'm sorry.
So it's going to be the Germans.
Last chance with the tank. You want us to shoot the plane again? Yes! Shoot the plane!
Indy's in the plane now. This could be
This
really
could be
bad.
disastrous.
They have the arc. They're getting away. Shoot them! Yes!
It's a hit. You got to roll to penetrate now.
I shot your plane with a tank. This feels good.
No, she'll be fine.
Oh, okay. The plane's been penetrated. Lewis has to roll for
I'm
damage.
going to win one of these finally.
Can I use my luck in any way?
This is the
survive.
4th time
Yes.
Indiana Jones has tried to use his
Fourth
luck.
time.
I'm afraid Indiana Jones's luck has run out.
My immobilized tank fired a shell across the map,
It's a hell of a shot.
and it went straight into a critical area.
Plane goes up in flames.
Huge fire in the cargo
Yeah, it's a
bay.
disaster.
Everything's panicked.
It's
all
gonna
gonna
happen.
catch
It's
up
gonna
with them,
happen.
isn't it?
This is the denouement.
This is the karma.
Yes. Karma? I'm sorry, I didn't let the zombies win.
The Nazis get a chance sometimes.
So,
When will we get a break?
So I was banking on effectively. I had more outs.
Yeah.
Right. You could fail to put this fire out. The plane could go up in flames. You'd have to now scrabble around to get the arc into the somewhat sort of other. I don't know how you were going to get it out.
Had one more try.
drag it 4 inches a turn for the next 8 turns off the board.
Whilst getting tank shells at us.
But I needed you to fail to get this plane in the air.
If you fail this test, you don't put the fire out, the plane explodes.
Shit.
If you pass this morale check,
We put the
you
fire
put the
out.
fire out and you're good to go.
Okay. All right.
So you need a 7 or less.
7 or less. A 7.
Oh, it's exactly 7. Indy and the lieutenant stamp the fire out. They cut the fuel line. They put the fire
They
out.
got a little fire extinguisher.
I can't be mad. Indiana Jones and
He
the
finds a
officer
way.
heroically
Yeah.
put the fire out and
Started the plane, chops away.
started the plane's engine.
He does it.
That's
the
it,
engine
nice.
starts.
Perfect. Right, away we
he's
go.
alive.
Indy and the officer get the cask in the plane. And away we go. Job done.
Wow.
Da, 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 The day is saved. The day is saved. They do a barrel roll just to show off. And rode off into the sunset with the Cask of the Covenant somehow fitted into the back of a 2-seater fighter plane. Don't care about that. We got it out of here.
It honestly couldn't have been closer.
But it's Indy. That's what he does.
It was a very movie, action-packed moment. It played out so nicely.
It was crazily cinematic. Even just things like the stupid Schwimmwagen going through the pond was like the moment of comic relief before it all kicks off.
I said last time we're going to struggle to top it, but I'll say it again. It's a very good one, Ben. You've done a very good job here.
But let us know, did you like it? Did you like the sort of bit slightly more games mastered approach with some extra rules?
Yeah, the funky rules.
I had fun with it.
Yeah.
I hope everyone else did.
It's great.
Good fun.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye. Oh, there we go. That might have been the best one yet. God, the look on Pyrion's face when the zombies came back to life. That was amazing. It's going to be a hard one to top. But if you were watching that and you were thinking, I need more. This should have been a full 90-minute movie. Another rip-roaring Indiana Jones adventure. Well, have I got good news for you. If you click the link below and become a channel member today, you can watch the extended members cut, which is over an hour and a half long, with loads of extra chat, hanging out, chilled podcast stuff, and the fate of Sergeant Trauma. Check it out now.